Morning everyone. It's been a while since I did a video with work and everything, so just a bit of a pain. So I'll start off where I left off. Change outside piping to 15mm copper, 20mm plastic. And that's all buried in. There's a proper elbow on the bottom there now. It all goes under there, so it keeps the missus happy. I don't know if you can see the clarity of the water. It's crystal clear. Looks a bit blue because it's off the camera, the reflection. And that's after about 3 months. So, clean the glass. One of those cost me about a tenner off eBay. Does the job sound? I wouldn't recommend using the magnet ones. Some people do, but I wouldn't. They just keep marine fish. On the acrylic tanks and some of the glass tanks, you get a piece of dirt behind it. You will scratch it, and 700 or 800 quid, whatever that glass was, I don't want to scratch it. So what I got with the kit was the filter itself. The grey 1 inch, the drum pump. I bought the air pump myself. You get the switch box and the Blagdon variable. Still got, well, all that was pretty straightforward to put in. But like I say, they're not waterproof, so the switch box isn't, so make sure that you cover it up. This will all have like a housing or something all over it at some point when I get time to do it. We've got a nice colour on the media. I tested it and it's got a nice roll on it. All the parameters are absolutely fine. It's supposed to be rated for 9,000 gallons and this is 3,300. I don't think it'll do 9,000 gallons, but I'm not interested as long as it does what I need it for. That's all that counts. I have had a major problem. Just move that. If you've seen the other videos, you'll see that I had a 3-way valve there, and I don't know why, couldn't figure it out for about 2 or 3 days. It just wouldn't stop passing from there. You should have switched off. When I turn that valve round, if you've got a ball, it turns round, it should shut that one off, then the bottom one off, then that one off, and it just didn't shut this one off. So what I ended up doing was having to cut this pipe down here and put another 4-inch ball valve. Then I will come across there, down to there, and I don't know if you can see, I've got some clear 4-inch pipe, acrylic. That's just so when I dump the bottom drain, I can see when the water's running clear rather than just letting it run. As soon as it's clear, I don't need to do it anymore, so I can just turn that one off there. Job done. But it took me a while to sort of get me a drain that I had to pay another 100 quid for another one of them, which I was a bit disappointed of. But really, until I put water in, there's no way of me testing that. That's the can't focus on that. That's the pump that you get with the filter as a kit. Like I say, it goes up to 85 watts. I don't know what litre per hour is. I think it's 15,000, something like that. But in the winter I only run it down. In the summer I had it going full ball, and it's going through both of those. And there was a nice bit of a current going round. It was quite good. The one thing I will say about this filter, it is loud, very loud, and I've got to do something about it. That's why that box is on there, just to cover it up a bit. Just put the lid back on. site. I wouldn't have bought it because of the noise, but it's doing exactly what it needs to do, so I've got to change what I'm doing and cover it up somewhere. So I was thinking about some form of shed going up there. I can build that myself and just covering all of that, and then I can put some soundproofing inside and that'll cover it up. I mean, it's not going off all the time, because I've probably a few times a day, because there's not much load on it. But like I say, I couldn't have asked for better water parameters and clarity on the water. But just the noise is a killer, especially if if you live somewhere that's noisy or fairly noisy, or your neighbours are used to it, then fair enough. But I'm not, so I've got to get something done about it when I get a chance. Until then, we just have to deal with it. Okay, and then finally I got one of these. It's a 48-inch, I think. It's got coconut fibre in there as well. So it's just a case of putting it in and just forgetting about it. Then I can start wiring up the auto top off. Make sure that canopy's covered all the way up over there. And then do the finishing work. I'm not bothered about all the cladding or tiles, or I think I was going to put some Z-clad on there or something like that. I'm not bothered about them at the moment. I want to get that back end finished, but it's having the time to do it. Anyway, see you soon.